Alright, welcome back to another stream of Horrible Histories, Ruthless Romans. As part of our historical order run, we're gonna dive into the year 102 AD/CE, and we are going to continue our Gladiator training. Last time we kinda stopped at a point where I couldn't really use the motion sense controls the way it was intended with mouse and keyboard. But I actually managed to make it work with the controller, so if we have like troubles of any kind, like motion capture stuff, hopefully we can resort to just switching to the controller and then, you know, doing like this. Unfortunately, it was only one minigame so far out of like 3 hours of gameplay. So I hope that we can play most of the game with mouse and keyboard, as that's definitely a bit easier, like the whole aiming and like grabbing stuff with a mouse instead of like using, you know, like a control stick or something. But yeah, we're gonna see if we can actually finish this game. Maybe not tonight though, because it's only gonna be a short stream. But at least trying to set it up so we can finish it maybe tomorrow. Currently at about 40% completion. But yeah, it is time to learn a couple more fun facts about Roman history. So I had to solve this one. Get to the chopper. Hey there, Dr. Darling, welcome in. The sneaky almost midnight stream. Okay, so I think now that we finish all of the... Pardon me. Alright, so now that we have finished all of the steps necessary for the next stage, we should be just able to talk to this guy here, Lucius, and get the permit to fight in the Colosseum for the next fight here. Alrighty. Go to the Colosseum and defeat the Gladiator's Gladiator for the 5th puzzle piece. We can watch for 1.5 hours. It's a bit early, I guess, or a late evening stream. Currently it's 9 PM over here. Maximus, hey the Absolution, welcome in. Yeah, maybe. Are we playing someone who's called Resimus? So it's close enough, I guess. Resimus, Maximus, all the same as. Exactly. Not much of a difference. Also, give me just another second. Alright. You've only played AC Odyssey once. Well, that's definitely one time enough, I would say. Yeah, no, just kidding. How did you like Odyssey Wo? When you played it? Did you choose Alexis or Cassandra? 120 hours. Yeah, that's definitely the average length to do lots of stuff in Odyssey. It is a long game. What? I want to choose this. Not good. I need to do the drawing stuff here. Of course, it's definitely easier to do with mouse and keyboard here. Yeah, better. This guy is heavy.
Requiescat in pace.
Requiescat in pace. Nice, we got another golden armor piece and a new puzzle piece. 3 more to go, I think. Alright, time to begin the next training. Should be 3 more. So I chose Cassandra, won the platinum and get all the DLC trophies. Yeah. I think it also took me about 120 hours or so to get all of that done. I didn't go for the trophies, so I just 100%ed it. Citizen, hey Vora, welcome in. I did, yeah, so basically I just switched to the regular Xbox One controller and I used my left stick to basically mimic the motion control, and that actually made it work. It was still really wonky and definitely not as intended, and I had to like retry it a couple of times. But yeah, I eventually did it off stream though, just to see if I could get past it before I actually dedicate another stream to this. But yes, whenever we have like actual issues with motion control now, I'm just gonna try to use the controller as a last resort and see if I can make that work. But yeah, I'm still playing it primarily on mouse and keyboard because the whole like aiming part for the motion sense here is like much more accurate, of course. It's still a bit weird for me though, because I can actually showcase that by enabling the cursor. I just disabled that for viewing pleasure. But then now I'm capturing the cursor, and as you can see, the mouse icon is actually a different position than the blue dot for me. It's also like a bit weird because sometimes it gets closer, sometimes it doesn't get closer. So it's very easy to get sometimes a bit confused. But yeah, there's no way for me to disable it. I can just disable it for you guys on stream. So it doesn't look like weird like that. But yeah, this game certainly has been taking some work to get to work. But yeah, I'm definitely glad that we can at least give this another go and try to actually finish it. Also got Gladiator training 5 out of 8 done now, I think. Or we're working now on the 5th one, I guess. So about halfway through the training here. Become Rome's next gladiator. Right, have a puzzle piece inserted. As you can see, only 3 more missing. Oh dear, these minigames are the worst over time, because they're not really guaranteed to be something I can actually do on mouse and keyboard. But here goes. What awaits me this time? Destroy as many practice dummies with your sword as possible within the time limit. The faster you correctly attack, the more points you will receive. Okay, so point at a target, hold down the A or B button. When the cursor becomes a sword, swing the remote in the direction indicated by the arrow on the target. I should be able to do that. It's gonna be a bit weird on the keyboard, but we can make this work, I think. That works. What? Oh, I had to press A. Meanwhile, I'm getting massacred by a mosquito and I can't do anything against it. Because I gotta do this freaking minigame. Oh, I press this. Okay, it worked. Definitely much better than the last one. No sweat. Big time professional right there. You probably had another mechanic here with a stage. Let's see what it is.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Now we have to also to catch rats apparently. So that's the new mechanic.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Yeah. We did it. Alright, now to the quiz part. You know, the one where I actually learn fun facts about history. The only question is which info gets asked in this test. I probably have to go to a specific location and read up about the books there. So the market of the game's in. The golden ones. Hello there. King Kylo's coming in with a raid. How's it going, my liege? Hey there, Kylo's, welcome in, dude. How was the stream today? How was Mafia Definitive Edition? Hey there, Egg, welcome in as well. Thank you so much for joining in with a raid. Also, most handsome man, thank you so much for a follow. Yeah, we're playing some horrible histories. Not sure if any of you guys are familiar with the books or TV shows. It's like a British educational franchise, I guess. It doesn't take itself too seriously. And yeah, they made a game about it. It has like a Metacritic score of like 47% or something. It definitely flew under the radar, to say the least. But when looking up some games that were actually set in this time period, I came across and I was like, huh, that sounds interesting. And yeah, I'm actually playing it on the Wii emulator, trying to emulate motion controls from the Wii emulator on mouse and keyboard, which doesn't always work so good. But yeah, having fun with it all. It does have some pretty funny like facts to learn about as well. Was good, thanks. Getting closer to the end of Mafia. Had a really frustrating mission, but just got it done. That's really good for, you know, getting past those kind of like annoying stuff. And, you know, not having to end with kind of like that still in front of you on the next session. But that's cool. How are you liking the game overall though? Is it like an enjoyable experience? Yeah, honestly, I didn't even know about the show and the books before I looked up this game. Mostly because I guess it's pretty British and we don't really... Oh Jesus, what is happening? What the fuck? Okay. It's fine. It's... I guess mostly because it didn't really get aired over here in Germany, I guess. I looked up some TV show clips and had a serious laugh. Especially the kind of like reports they're doing. It's kind of like weather report or something just for like Roman politics or like Roman conquest and stuff. And it's like very, very funny. Definitely well written. But yeah, it's definitely more basic. You have like lots of mini games. You also have some books where you can learn about different historic effects, like over here. And yeah, you also have like quizzes, I guess, if I ask you. And your aim is to basically become the best gladiator in Rome by getting through the ranks of the different gladiator levels. And yeah, you get there by getting smarter, I guess, but also improving your skills. Was my bad, just got a little overwhelming and the snipers didn't help. I bet. Snipers never help, do they? Unless they're on your side. Echo good, you logged here yesterday and seen some strange facts about the games. That is true. Well, thank you for the lurk, Egg, I appreciate it. Your kids love Wishes, do they? It still airs, doesn't it? Horrible Histories? I think it's still ongoing. The story's great. Nice. Yeah, so catch up, play a bit of it. And it's definitely something I want to check out eventually, like all 3 games. No worries whatsoever, Carlos. Definitely do that. Get some stretching in. Schiller. Hey there, Schiller, welcome in. And definitely do all that post-stream stuff, Carlos. Thank you again so much for the raid. I really do appreciate it. And yeah, we'll definitely talk to you soon. And if any of you hasn't checked out Kairos yet, then definitely recommend doing so. He's a great streamer, very entertaining. And yeah, plays some Mafia currently. Get it on the BBC player. We do actually have that one. We have like it's like a sub channel on Amazon Prime over here. And I have it subbed currently because I'm watching Doctor Who at the moment. So I might actually be able to get it on there. But yeah, hey there, Shilla, how's it going, dude? How was the rest of your Witcher 3 session? How did you like the game so far? And yeah, doing good. Doing a bit of a late night stream today. I managed to actually get this game to work past the level I got stuck on because of the motion controls. Because this game is kind of like based on the Wii. And yeah, whole like motion control thing. So here's hoping that we can get to the end of the game eventually. And it doesn't lock us out because we can't do a certain motion action. But yeah, it's going good. So this we already have been asked in the last test, so those aren't the golden books. Let's go to the market and to the games in. That should be where we find the next facts we have to learn. It's actually a pretty cool way of getting a feel for history. It definitely is. It's also like very entertaining and funny, and I think that also helps getting, you know, the attention maybe of people. It's a bit more engaging, I guess. Great British favorite, Doctor Who, yeah. I never watched it either before, but my girlfriend made me watch it with her because it's one of her favorite shows. We've been watching the David Tennant seasons at the moment. I especially like the episodes that actually go back into the past. So getting to actually, you know, dive into some historical settings. Shall you made it to a point where you have to choose your clothes to meet the Emperor. The game so far is okay, you didn't like the tutorial explanations of the game. We will continue and see how it develops. Totally fair. The game is actually not the best starter game. I mean, yeah, most people actually get kind of like stuck in the tutorial stage and then often never return until they try again. And then again, only play through the tutorial. Or even end before that point. But it's definitely a game that picks up the more time you play with it, in my opinion. For me, for instance, I wasn't too fond of the game at first, and like the controls and how everything felt. But yeah, once I finished the first major story arc out of the tutorial area, I was like, okay, I'm in for right now. But yeah, the game definitely has a bit of a daunting introduction. It's kind of like a recurring theme with all of the Witcher games, in my opinion. But yeah, I hope for that once you get to the first major area, that it's gonna pick up a bit for you. Yeah, no worries whatsoever. Thank you for dropping by. The most handsome man. Hope you have a good one. Thanks again for dropping by and leaving a follow. And hope you also enjoy the dinner. Likewise, dude. Catch you next time. And also, I will be right back. Alrighty. So, did you know that every house was connected to the sewers? Many let toilet waste drain into a deep pit. In time, the pit filled with poo. Toilet cleaners would load it on carts and sell it to farmers who would spread it on their fields to help their crops grow. Jesus, talk about recycling. Romans believed you couldn't enter heaven unless your head was buried with your body. Traders had their heads thrown into the sewer and body in the river Tiber. The sewer flowed into the river, so there was a small chance they could end up together. The sack was a punishment for anyone who killed a parent. They were sewn into a leather sack and thrown into a river to drown. Often there would be a snake, monkey, dog and a cockroach sewn in as well, so the victim was clawed and bitten on the way. Jesus. I'm more concerned for the monkey, dog and cockroach and snake. The Pits of Despair. Is that a Princess Bride reference? I think that's what it was called, wasn't it? Did you know Nero and Drusus were brothers accused of plotting against their great uncle, Emperor Tiberius? Nero killed himself, Drusus was shut in a cellar and starved. They were cut into so many pieces the guards had trouble collecting the bits to bury them. Agrippa was a general and admiral of the navy. In 33 BC he cleaned the sewers. His greatest boat trip was to sail through the sewers to check they were clean from time to time. The sewers would get blocked on the forum, and the forum was flooded with sewage. Yikes. Roman emperors were eccentric and some of them had strange habits. For example, Emperor Caligula appointed his horse as Roman consul. Emperor Heliogabalus liked collecting cobwebs, and he had tons. Rome captured New Carthage in 202 BC, and General Scipio gave the order to kill everyone. The soldier cut the legs of animals and chopped dogs in two. Imagine chopped cows to the left, puppy pieces to the right, and half towns everywhere. Jesus. King Tarquinius Priscus made poor people dig the sewers. It was a backbreaking. Many workers killed themselves rather than go to work. The king said these people must not rest peacefully. He crucified them so the others saw what would happen. Ah yeah, lovely Roman times. A Roman father had the power of life and death over his children. If he decided he couldn't afford to feed a new baby, he would leave it outside the city to be saved by someone else. Or to die. And wearing a flaming tunic was a punishment for criminals, but sometimes Romans would wear one of those tunics and bet they could run, say 100 meters before tearing it off. So those are actually the books I didn't read up last time, and I kind of felt the questions related to them. But yeah, some of these fun facts are definitely quite special. I wouldn't even think about it being an actual fact. Jesus, freaking mosquitoes, I swear. I hate them. Nice image. You're welcome, Dr. Darling. For the image. Oh yeah, it's like Father of the Year award. Ah yeah, so this one we actually read up already. Just gonna reread them to kind of like fresh up my knowledge, but we did read them yesterday. Okay, any other book here that I missed? I don't think so. Gotta make our way to the games in as well. There should be the other books. Yeah, mosquitoes can be quite annoying, and they love stinging me apparently. What do you want? Okay, the baths are full. Ah yeah, that's the game's in. Did you know? Romans fought in race in arena. This word meant sand. They filled arenas with sand because it soaked up the blood. After gory fights or animal massacres, slaves were sent in to scatter fresh sand. The rotting blood must have smelled awful. The Romans had some rotten drinks. One was made from the guts of fish. They were salted and left to rot in the sun. After a few days, the liquid was drained off and drunk or used as a sauce. This may sound a fishy story, but it's true. Some fresh fish sauce. Delicious. Heliogabalus once served his guests a meal of 600 ostrich brains. Jesus. Roman kids have the same games we do today: hide and seek, tag, hopscotch, kites, leapfrog, swing, and seesaw. Trigon was a children's game that may seem a bit sick to us. They took the bladder of a pig, cleaned it, blew it up like a balloon, and tied it. Then the bladder ball was passed from one player to another until it burst on someone. I mean, to be fair, we're just playing like air balloons with pig bladders. If we didn't have air balloons today, kids would probably do the same. I bet. If I of course had access to Jesus, how many minigames are here? So unless they are mandatory, I'm not gonna do them. I hope not. But yeah, it is the game then, to be fair. Where's the fish sauce? Where's the fish sauce? It's right there, Gordon, in the sun. Sorted it as you said. Roman kids had a game called Knuckle Bones. They took a sheep's foot, boiled it, and removed the skin. They took the cubic bones, held them in one hand, then threw them into the air, and tried to catch as many as possible on the back of their hand. Mikare is an ancient game of calculation. Two players hold out one hand with a number of fingers raised. At the same time, each player calls out what they guess the total number of fingers will be. The winner is the first one to guess correctly. In the jar game, someone is chosen to be it. They sit on the ground and are said to be in the jar. The other player tries to prod it. The one in the jar can't get up, but tries to grab one of the touchers. The grabbed person becomes it. Blind man's bluff. Someone is chosen and blindfolded. The other player stands around shouting, "Come and catch me." If a player is caught, the blindfolded one guesses who they are. If he is right, then the caught person is the blindfolded one. And Nuts was a children's game where each player had a supply of nuts and tried to build a pyramid with them. The winner was a player who used most of his own nuts before the pyramid collapsed. Okay, I believe that's all of the fun facts we had to learn here. That is nuts. These nuts. Alrighty, let's do the next quiz. Who chose a husband for a girl? The father? How did Romans write 6? What did poor parents do with their children to earn money? Sell them. Of course. How long would you stay in the army once you joined? 25 years, I believe. What is the one in the jar called? It. Why was there sand in the arenas? It was absorbent. What did Roman women use to make their lips red? They used earth. How did the Romans treat slaves? Brutally? Who paid for his school studies? Your parents. What did Roman children use to play trigon? A pig's bladder. Ten out of 10. Let's go. Alright, time to fight the next Gladiator. I have a dual sword, a Kimbo sword enemy. Oh yeah. Didn't even take damage this time. And that's an armor piece and another puzzle piece. One thing I actually kind of like in this game is that with every, piece of the armor, you actually change actively your look. It's also represented in the cutscenes, I think, for, like representing his character model, I believe. I mean, yeah, it's like nothing major, but for a game like this, it's like a nice detail to have. Right, another puzzle piece here. Which means we have 2 more here to get. See what this mini game is about. Use the shield to defend yourself from the stones and use the knife to cut the watermelons to score points. Be careful because the stones and watermelons are not always at the same height. Ah yeah, that should be doable. I can just use the mouse entirely here, I think. What? Ah, okay. Was a bit wonky with control here. So what about the watermelons for? Ah yeah. It's like playing Fruit Ninja. Alright. Need 2 more of these mini games here to go. I'm gonna do the quiz last again because it requires me to go outside to learn more, I reckon. Love the graphics of this game. I do quite like the art style as well, actually. Somebody said yesterday it reminded them of The Simpsons a little bit. And it definitely does remind me a little bit of it as well, sometimes. Mostly with like character models and stuff. Not so much the environments, I guess.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
You know, makes you wonder if I would just take the quiz, if I would actually pass or not. Because it would be entirely information I wouldn't actually, you know, learn from the game. I would just have to know myself. I probably fail spectacularly. Given how special the effects actually are. Okay, so I gotta go to the feast building this time. And read the red books. Go for it, 4 gewinnt. Would be funny to actually try, if I could do it. I doubt it. But I mean, why not? Just like a blind test. I didn't even learn for it. Oh boy. It's gonna be a spectacular fail. Watch me. What did Romans use to drop into their wine? Rose petals? Yes. In the recipe of Apicius, which part of the sour was the main ingredient? The tongue. The others? Okay. What did Antonius eat to the death? I have no fucking idea. Brains. Cheese, of course. What part of a thrush did the Romans eat? The wings? Everything? Wow. They say what part? It's like everything. Which of the following birds didn't the Romans eat? Outs? Which of the following rotten foods were not eaten by the Romans? Thorn apple cocktail. How did the Romans eat horses? As ham? As sausages? Really? I didn't expect that. What were Heliogabalus peas seasoned with? Oat grains? What happened during Roman feasts? Sacrifices to deities? Lots of entertainment. Fuck. What part of a bird did the Romans leave on when they serve them? The head? The feet, okay. That was definitely a fail. Well, let's go to a feast building and actually learn about this information firsthand, I guess. You know how the saying is, 4 ist bestanden, bestanden ist gut, und gut ist fast wie eine 1. Exactly. Once I get a 4, it's basically like a 1, pretty much, to me. Because it's like pass, right? And it's just about passing or not passing. So it's like 1s and 0s. Utterly delicious. Yummy. I love cheese. Same here, dude. I had quite a cheesy dish today because we made lasagna. Lots of parmesan and mozzarella cheese. So where am I going? So the feast building is... Should be on the right side actually. Should be over here. Isn't that the feast building? Ah yeah, I gotta steal the invitation from my master. That's why. Nothing is true, everything is other. the sound not play? Definitely did for me. But it wasn't like, you know, louder than the game or anything. So not to blast any ears. I did normalize all of these sound bits recently to bring them like on the same volume. I made them below like game volume so it doesn't like, you know, shock somebody to death or something. So the question is, where's the strong box? Like where can I steal the invitation? Also give me 1 sec. Okay. I hope you heard that one. This music sounds like Pokemon music. I can see it. I can definitely see it. But to be fair, I'm getting definitely crazy listening to the soundtrack because it just loops over the same one for the entire game. So I will be happy once I don't have to hear it anymore. So where's this invitation? Could just have a look into the dorm room, maybe. Maybe it's there. I mean, there's a box here, but I can't go through there. Danke. Yeah, the box definitely isn't here, I don't think. Isn't it the Master's mailbox? They say it's in the Gladiator's Go Strong box. In the quest description. I'm not quite sure how I would actually see or know what a strong box is. Not sure what to kind of like expect it to look like. Hey there, Amita. Welcome in. Thank you so much for the raid, dude, and welcome in, raiders. How is it going? How was the stream today? How was Star Wars today? Let me just see if I could talk to him if something happens. Yeah, nothing. Hey Vades, welcome in as well. Hope you guys are having a nice evening. And yeah, doing quite well. Doing a bit of a late night stream today. I managed to continue with this game. Had a bit of a tough mini game I couldn't get past because I'm playing this on a Wii emulation. And I kind of have to emulate the Wii motion controls with mouse and keyboard. But I managed to bind it for controller, so I can use it as a last resort. And got past it. So for now we are on the home stretch as well. Currently about 70-80% through the Gladiator training here. Missing 2 more entire trainings and 1 more quiz here. It went well, you're very close to the end, you think? Very nice, dude. That's great progress, actually. The game isn't too long, is it? It's not like a... kind of like a Witcher or Skyrim or anything. So where's the strong box? Let me have a look outside. Let me just talk to a blacksmith, maybe he has an idea. Nothing to report. Yeah, not quite sure what I'm missing here. Let's have another look into these buildings. Yeah, nothing here. I mean, technically I can get past this by just guessing the choices because I already have heard which the right ones are. But I want to really have access to a feast building because I also have to go over for quests, I think. Like another one. But yeah, no idea where this strong box is supposed to be. Oh. I mean, it almost must be inside the dorm rooms, doesn't it? Aha. Okay. That is. Move arrow to select the 3 numbers around the dials in any order to earn points. Complete as many sets as you can in the allotted time. Jesus. I'm not sure if this is gonna work. I'm gonna try this. Let me see. This is so weird. Okay, that kind of works, I guess. The sensitivity is so weird. I swear. Gonna make it work somehow. Like, I'm only pressing the button once and it's like going ages. Ah, dear. Okay, there we go. Okay, that was a bit faster. This time. Jesus, come on. Yeah. Not sure 55 is gonna be enough. No, it's not. Fuck. But it's so weird, you know, I'm just like pressing the button once and it's taking me like entire 3 numbers or something. But yeah, that's the deal with these motion controls. Let's give it another try. Oh, come on, I was on the 5. Fuck off. $69. That is enough. I don't know what is. Come on. 79. Please tell me that's enough. What? It's not? Gotta be kidding me. So what does the score I have to get? Let's have a look here. Because it does tell you. 105? Okay, I'm gonna change the controller and I'm gonna see if we can make it work there. Because that is redonkulous. Okay, I'm on controller now. Not sure how this is gonna work. But I'm gonna try. It's so weird. What the... It doesn't even make sense. I like pressing one direction, so it's going up and down. Dude, this is like easier on mouse and keyboard. What the fuck? Jesus. This is so stupid. Sure. Okay, I think I at least have a tactic to like let it run clockwise where it kind of works. But yeah, it still, you know, isn't working as intended on controller even. As you can see, my motion sense is just going wild right there. Okay, we did it. Okay, finally. That was annoying as heck. Let me switch back to keyboard and mouse here. Okay, definitely time to have a save, I would say. Are you having fun yet? The fun of my life. I can only imagine why this game has below 50% Metacritic rating. I mean, it does have some fun aspects, but yeah. I reckon even on the Wii that wouldn't have been the most fun game to play. Okay, what do I have to do this time? Complete as many invitations as possible in the allocated time. The faster you complete each invitation, the more points you will receive for it. Hold on the A button and swing the Wii remote down to start a new invitation. Swing it left and right to drip wax on the invitation. And hold on B and swing the Wii remote down to stamp the invitation. I think I can do all of this on mouse and keyboard. That's gonna be a bit tricky. Okay, like this. Okay, that works. Oh, come on. Okay. Please tell me that's enough. Yes. Ah, dear. Every minigame is like Monka. But involves like, you know, some more like motion controls. Alright, now we can finally go to a feast building. And I will also be right back. Alrighty, let's do this. Yeah, that looks like the feast building. It sounds like most modern rappers. Okay, now we can finally learn some facts here. Sometimes snails are fattened on raw flesh to add flavor to them. Most snails would be vampire snails given the chance. The Romans enjoyed stuffed thrush, no worse than your Sunday chicken, right? Wrong. They stuff a thrush through the throat without taking the insides out. Yuck. Romans ate a lot of birds that we wouldn't even think to eat, like gouts, jackdaws, crows, ravens, swans, coots, and peacocks. The Romans didn't waste much. One recipe by Apicius calls for the chopped up udder of a sow. They also ate the brains of animal, not to mention the lungs of goats and sheep. The Romans ate chicken, duck, and goose just as we do still, but the Romans probably served them at the table with their heads cut off, but the feet still on. I think so too, Schiller. That could definitely come in handy for the quiz. Memorize a bot in the physician's hand. Once the physician's hand disappears, select the same bot in the box. Complete as many as possible within the time limit. The faster you select, the more points you are awarded. Okay, this is just about pointing and pressing. Basically my favorite controls in these mini games. Oh shit. Was this one? Come on, I need to get to 100. No, so close. Imagine if I actually felt that. Alright, to the tempo we go. Did you know in Roman times there were storks living in Britain? The Romans ate those too. Could you tell storks from mutton? Yes. Horse bones have been found at the Verulamium, which shows that the Romans ate horse meat sausages. Nay, it's true. For vegetables, the Romans used some odd things. Would you eat a salad made with dandelion leaves? How about an egg custard made with nettles? What about stewed seaweed? These things are actually still eaten today in various parts of the world. Sometimes Roman banquets guests would drop rose petals into the wine. And at the banquet, Heliogabalus served peas with gold grains and lentils with precious stones. Perhaps he liked rich food. Alright, I think that's all the info here. I know there's these here. The rich had great feasts. One Roman called Trimalchio held a feast which included wine that was 100 years old. It also included a wild boar that, when sliced down the belly, allowed song thrushes to fly out. Emperor Maximian was a big eater. He was supposed to have eaten 20 kilograms of meat a day. That's about as much meat as you would get from a small sheep. What? No way. He actually ate 20 kilograms. That's not possible. I mean, it's possible, but you would be sick. Like, seriously. How do I know that? Because I used to watch a show, and still watch sometimes, called Kenny vs. Benny, which is two Canadians that basically competed against each other in competitions every week. And one of them was, who can eat more meat? And was like over 3 days or something, and I'm not sure they actually... I'd actually wonder how much they gotten, but definitely not 20 kilograms a day. And they were literally just like focused on only eating meat, you know? And they were like seriously sick. And definitely not healthy. for eating that much of it. So that is definitely an over-exaggeration, I would say. But who knows? Maximian also enjoyed about 34 liters of wine each day. Such gluttony killed him in the end, of course, but not until he trained almost 20 years. 34 liters of wine and 20 kilograms of meat. Sure. In the kitchen, the rich kept a container of food for fattening up dormice. They were fed walnuts, acorns, and chestnuts before being killed, stuffed, and served as a delicacy. Stuffing could be made from pork and flavored with pepper and nuts. Snails fattened in milk were very popular. They were put in a dish of salty milk. They love milk and slurp it up. The salt makes them thirstier, so they drink till they're too fat to get in their shells. Then they're fried and served in wine sauce. Jesus. Clearly the secret to longer life is 20 kilos of meat and 40 liters of wine per day. That's something the food influencers don't tell you. That particular diet. The Roman Emperor diet. Okay, I think we're about ready for the next quiz here. Could of course also head to the tempo. But I think I'm gonna do the quiz first, because now I have the information fresh in my mind. Okay, so what part of a bird do the Romans leave on when they serve them? The feet. Birds used to keep a container full of food in the kitchen for fattening up which animal? Mice? Dormice. How were snails fattened, making them drink salted milk? They actually change the questions every round. It's not the same at all in a previous try, which is pretty cool. How much meat was Emperor Maximian supposed to have eaten a day? 20 kilos. How did the Romans eat horses? As sausages? What did Romans use to drop into their wine? Rose petals? Besides salted milk, what was the other way to add flavor to snails? Putting them on raw flesh. Trimalchio had a big feast. What came out the belly of a boar he served to his guests? Thrushes. Where did Romans eat storks? Britain? What did Emperor Constantine ban from Roman tables? What? Did I read this? I don't think I read that fact. Sausages? Kinda had to guess the last one. Got lucky there. But I don't think I read one particular book. But it's pretty cool, like none, or I think only 1 or 2 questions of a previous quiz actually reappeared. So you couldn't just, you know, like do try and error. I mean, you could do it like multiple times until you know all the right answers. But you definitely have to actually read up the facts. It's not just the same quiz over and over. Remind you not to eat like the Romans did. It definitely was next level feasting. Easy. Yeah, that's honestly my favorite part about this game, is like all the fun facts you get to learn and then the quizzes. Because that's of course a major reason I play this game. You get these kind of like, you know, interesting facts that are both kind of like gruesome but also funny and entertaining. Sometimes also fascinating. Oh, kind of tired this evening. Damn, he only does 30. Yeah, we're definitely getting stronger here. Come at me, bro. Ooh, look at that new sword. Let's go. Hey there, Seraph. Welcome in. How's it going? That was an invitation, wasn't it? To be insulted back.
You lack anything remotely resembling a brain!
Over here, asshole!
You want more, huh?
Over here, asshole!
Just mimicking you now. Alright. Time for more training. But not before I save though. And also we can now actually go to the temple. Because we still have this other quest going. Where we have to learn about our where we have to learn about our parents. Because technically, of course, we are a slave to the Romans and we have to fight for our freedom. But we got taken away from our family. And our sister actually found us and is now asking us to kind of like make some research here. Alright, there we are. Yes, you can already also learn some facts here, because I reckon those will be the next ones we have to know. Did you know it was quite easy to become a Roman priest? Just take a goat and chop off its head. Throw the blood on the statue of Jupiter and roast the goat to feed the people in the temple. I mean, easy enough. Just chop off the head of a goat. On 15th of February, Romans celebrated the Lupercalia festival in honor of Lupercus, god of the wolves. People were whipped with leather whips. This persuaded the gods to bring good crops and a large herd of animals the following summer. In October, the winning horse in a chariot race was sacrificed. The tail, dripping with blood, was used to bless the crops. Different districts of Rome had a competition to see which one could have the best prize. The horse's head. But we have to learn, you ain't so smart, kid. Arthur dropping the facts, as always. Augury meant fortune-telling by watching chickens eat cake. They were messengers of the gods. Admiral Claudius Pauca saw chickens refuse to eat before a sea battle and didn't believe the message. The Romans lost 93 ships and the battle. In ancient Rome, you could be married in many ways, for example just saying we are married, or living a year together, or agreeing in front of 5 people and someone holding a pair of scales. Ah yeah. So just saying we are married, it's like the guy just says we are married. A woman is like, but I don't want to marry you. It's like, never mind, it's decided now. Seems legit. Fascinating prize, a horse's head. Where are we? The mafia? That makes sense. Totally, doesn't it? Got a lot of patriarchy. Romans thought crows were unlucky. In fact, Rabbo Sejanus was surrounded by carving crows that then went to settle on the prison roof. Sejanus should have seen it as a sign. Shortly after he was arrested and executed, the crows tried to warn him. The Romans believed you could curse your enemies and bring them bad luck. Write the name of a dead person, the ghost will do the dirty work. Write down who you want to curse and what you want to happen. Take it to a well and drop it down. In the house of rich Romans, they worshipped a lot of important gods. There were Vesta, the goddess of fire, and Hearth, Penates, god of the cupboard, Janus, the two-faced god who used to watch people coming into the house and those going out. Romans believed there was magic in water. They threw things in to use its powers, coins for wishes, and written tablets to make a deal with God. If you wrote the name of a person you wanted to curse backwards, the magic would be even stronger. The Mithras religion was popular with soldiers. The temple were dark, gloomy places, sometimes underground. They enjoyed joining because it was like a secret society. To join you had to perform brave deeds, like being locked for hours in a coffin. I could be wrong, but weren't there the temples of Mithras in Valhalla that were also like often temples of the Order of the Ancients that were also underground? I think they were called Temple of Mithras. Like there's definitely one in London, I think. So if that's the case, and the whole like dark, gloomy places with like secret societies would actually fit in quite nicely. There is. That's really cool, actually. Of course, I didn't know that connection to you know, the actual like Mithras temples. That's cool. It was bad luck to enter a house with the left foot first, so rich Romans put a servant at the door to make sure everyone entered right foot first. That's how we get the name footman for servant. That kind of reminds me also of Assassin's Creed in AC3, when you kind of like step foot on the Aquila, the ship, for first time as Connor. And your first mate is kind of like, no, never the left foot, always the right foot. Left foot brings bad luck. Romans believed it was unlucky to have a cow on the roof of a house. What? One day 2 cows climbed on the roof of a house and the priest decided it was a bad sign. He ordered the cows to be burned alive and their ashes thrown in the river Tiber. To be fair, cows on roofs is actually not so uncommon, is it? I've seen it a few times in the news. I do wonder how they actually managed, exactly like how they managed to get up there. But I definitely have seen it before. Somewhere. But yeah, it makes you wonder how they actually do that. Women should comb their hair with a bloodied spear of a dead man for good luck. The men should have been killed in the arena, and the fresher, the better. Jesus. Roman priests believed that animals should be sacrificed only if they asked for it. How? By stretching their neck out for the eggs. But sometimes Roman cheated and got the animal to stretch its neck out, maybe by offering it some food. It's like, oh, you want to have some food? Well, that's your sign for you want to die, isn't it? You're willing to. Exactly, I also had to think of Roach from The Witcher. It wasn't a bug after all. It actually, you know, went on top of the rooftop. In 228, lightning scared Romans gathered in the Forum. A fortune teller said to stop it, they must sacrifice 4 foreigners to please the gods. They buried 2 Celts and 2 Greeks alive under the Forum. They could still be there to this day. Jesus. Not even killing them, but just like burying them alive. Did you know Minerva was the goddess of knowledge and procuress of students and teachers? In fact, the school year began in March after the big festival dedicated to her. Prometheus was an immortal hero that stole the god's fire to give it to humans. Jupiter was very upset with him, so he chained Prometheus to a rock and sent an eagle to eat his liver every day, for all eternity. That's actually something, I'm kind of like thinking so much about Assassin's Creed right now, because you have Minerva, then you have Jupiter, you know. These are of course like also major Isu characters in the Assassin's Creed saga. How Prometheus, you know, could kind of like be someone who gave some of the knowledge of the Isu to the humans in like Isu lore. You know how that could be like a possible story to like tie in with the mythological fact here. Minerva is the Roman name for Athena, Jupiter, Zeus. That is right, yeah. Was definitely a good way to kind of bridge the gaps a little bit between, you know, Odyssey and, yeah, I guess like Ezio Saga, but also Valhalla to a degree. But I do like how Minerva or Athena is often regarded as like, you know, one of the friends to the humans. One of the goddesses that actually wanted to share knowledge and protect wisdom, you know, in Odyssey's case with a big statue in front of the Acropolis in Athens. But also in Valhalla you can see that Minerva was always very much in favor of the humans and securing their liberty. Prometheus remained chained to the rock for years, and every day the eagle came to eat his liver. One day the great hero Hercules freed Prometheus, and he finally had his revenge by eating the eagle's liver. In the Roman home, the lairs were very important, or lares. They were the household gods. They protected the home from evil spirits. In ancient Rome, there were dozens of gods. Some are famous, like Jupiter or Artemis, but others are fairly unknown and a bit strange. For example, Robigus, the god of mildew, Terminus, the god of boundaries, and Cordea, the goddess of hinges. Wow, let's see if I can memorize all of this here for the next test. Okay. Another minigame then. Create as much medicine as possible within the time limit. Select the ingredients shown on the altar and add them to your bucket. Only add ingredients in the recipe, mix them to create the medicine, then remove it from the bucket. Okay, we gotta do this circular motion again, so I definitely have to do this on the controller. I mean, I can try to do it on keyboard first, but I'm not sure if it's gonna work. Let's try. Oh yeah, that works. Okay, we can make this work. Jesus, the sheep in the background is actually still blinking. That is fucked up. Such learning. Learning the important things here. Making some medicine. Okay, gotta take it to the buffs. But first I wanna actually do the quiz here. At least I hope that was the information I had to learn for the next quiz. Only one way to find out. Yeah, I gotta talk to... I gotta insert the puzzle piece first, right? That's it. Alright. Now I should be able to do the quiz. Oh yeah, the pink books. So we are definitely ready for the next quiz then.
This is Sparta!
What is the Latin word for fortune telling? Auguri? Yep. Actually, this is Rome. Close enough. What sign did the rebel Oceano see before he was arrested and executed? Crows. What was the tail of a winning horse for the October race used for? To whip the horses? Bless the crops, okay. In which way could you be married in ancient Rome? All of them. Who was buried alive under the forum to keep the gods happy and to stop lightning? Greeks and Celts. Who in a curse will do the dirty work instead of you? Ghosts. Which animals could Romans sacrifice? The ones that asked for it? I mean, technically, if they stretched it. Their necks. Which is like asking for it. What a woman used for good luck? A dead man's spear is a kum. Why did Romans throw coins into the water? To make wishes? Yes. What did Prometheus steal of the gods? Fire. Win. Kinda like the word for magic in Vala was Orca, or was it for Seer? Remember Seder magic too? Yes, Seder magic was definitely the one that the Seer used for the potions, I guess. But not too sure either. Also have a code welcome. How's it going? These are a bit unknown lessons. Definitely. You don't really learn the facts that you would learn in school. But definitely good to know. The ones that said, please, can I be sacrificed? Yeah, pretty much. They said the ones that were stretching their necks, kind of like saying, I'm ready to die. But then you would use like food to kind of like lure an animal's head to become into a stretch position. And they would say, yeah, that's, you know, like an animal saying, I'm ready to die. Not an animal that's just like hungry, like 99% of animals usually are. Hey there, Cheesy, welcome in. Henko of the Roman Ages. That's pretty much it, isn't it? Also going Cheesy. And Waffle, welcome in, dude. Thank you so much for the 9 months of resubbing. What is poppin' indeed? How are you doing? Hope you're having a nice day. Yeah, giraffes were like a safe bet pretty much. They were always stretching their necks. And yeah, doing pretty good, Cheesy, thank you. Playing a bit of an obscure game here.
Yeah.
But it's pretty entertaining to say the least. And some interesting historical facts about the ancient Romans. The Ruthless Romans. And they do lots of mini games.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Thanks, have a look, Seraph.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks, have a look, Seraph. And also going Stardust, welcome in. Should that's a name given by the game or by yourself? You misread it the first time you read it. Or you mean for our character? That's actually chosen by the game. Yeah, you can't name a character or anything. So that one is chosen for you. Over just started cooking tacos. Also, you have to redo your entire stream. You reinstalled Windows and thought you saved your stream files. You lost everything. Jesus, dude, that really sucks. Sorry to hear. But hey, sometimes there can also be a nice opportunity to, you know, set things up a bit differently. Or maybe exactly the same, depending. But sometimes it can be nice to just redo the entire stream. I hope it's not too much work for you, though. What's definitely the most hassle for me is just like getting, you know, like audio right sometimes. Flag sensitivity and also like just like regular mic settings. Like noise gate and all that type of stuff. Is this game historically accurate? Not so much, no. It's definitely, you know, just more focused on like mini games and like fun aspects. But that being said, there definitely are historical facts that you can learn about, like these here. And you then have like quizzes where you have to actually answer questions in relation to the facts that you learn. So that part is definitely something that can bring you closer to what would be, you know, yeah, historical facts and some of the historical accuracy, I guess. But the game itself, not so much. It's more like the backdrop for inserting like historical facts. But I mean, you know, a lot of the architecture, I guess, is pretty accurate. I reckon some of the armors as well. But I couldn't really make like an expert opinion on this. If you were going to stream the other night and launch OBS and was like, no, nope. Yeah, that would probably just take a bit too much time to set up for a quick stream. Maybe just have to stream how to set up your stream. Or when you're setting up your stream. That could be like a stream idea in of itself. Just do it like from a phone or something. Reinstalling Gotham Knights, you really need to move around some files to flash drive. I know how that feels, especially with games that just take away lots and lots of space on the drive. So how much is Gotham Knights in store size? Alright, so we are at 70% completion. And this is also gonna be where I will call it for tonight, because I'm definitely getting too tired to continue playing this. But made some good progress actually. Almost as much as yesterday, I would say, in like 1 hour less. So yeah, the plan would be, I think, since I have a bit more time to stream tomorrow, I will be streaming over the day, I think. I'll probably do 2 streams tomorrow. I'll probably try to finish this game in like another 2 hours or so, I would say. And then we're gonna make a break. And then I will probably start the next historical game, which is gonna be Hellblade: Senua's Sacrifice. Which I'm very stoked to replay because it's been quite a few years since I last played it. So 45 gigabytes. That's not too bad actually. Given that modern games, you know, tend to have well above 100 gigabytes nowadays. Yeah, it's past 11 PM here, and I don't know, I didn't get quite as much sleep this night, I don't think, as I thought I did. But yeah, it's been a long day for sure. But I think it's also just like looking at the screen at like this time of the day. No worries, Aura. Thank you for being here. I really appreciate it. Thank you all for being here. But yeah, we are going to quit the game. And we're gonna have a look who's online and who we can raid today. I mean, $11 sounds like a good deal for Gotham Knights. Having a 1 terabyte gaming laptop, using majority of it. That's fair, yeah. At this point I have 2 terabytes of SSD and then another terabyte of just like a external drive. But I really need it. Especially with all the music I have on my PC and stuff. But also just like lots of like streaming stuff as well. I've like tons of size just gone away for like concept arts as well. Because I'm kind of collecting those too. Have a good night as well, Stardust. Thanks for being here. Very Schiller, thanks so much for dropping by, dude. I hope you have a good night. No worries, Waffle. Thanks again for being here, and also thank you again so much for the resub. I hope everything goes well with resetting up your OBS as well. And yeah, no worries. You know, can't plan those kind of things with like streaming ends and starting times and stuff. Especially with me, because I never do schedules. So definitely don't have to feel bad about it. No worries whatsoever, Ivar Stardust. Appreciate you being here and for dropping by. Yeah, I mean, you can always as well get like external drives, you know, even like SSDs could work quite well. So that's a good way to kind of like extend your, you know, capacity on the drives. But yeah, the lucky raid is going to go to Sadie today because Sadie is playing some Fall Guys. But she's also been playing some Assassin's Creed Syndicate recently, doing her first ever playthrough. She's also been doing Alien Isolation. And yeah, in general has been playing through the AC Saga, so I think she's also planning on playing through the RPG games eventually. But yeah, tonight she's just doing some casual Fall Guys, I think. So we're gonna jump over there and see how that's going for her. If you wanna join us on the raid, there's some raid emotes in chat. Feel free to copy and paste them. And I will see you again tomorrow, bright and early, with the rest of this game and then the start of Hellblade: Senua's Sacrifice. Until then, hope you have a great night, and I will catch you in the next one.